Chapter 1. Childhood and Youth. Our young life had dark beginning. Helpless and alone we lay, knowing only sin and sorrow till the Saviour passed that way. I do not attempt this record of my life from any feeling of vainglory or any craving for notoriety. Neither is it because I have had a remarkable history. I have been a great sinner and have found Jesus a great Saviour, and this is why I would tell my story, that others may be led to adore and seek the blessed Friend who saved and has thus far kept me by His grace. I was born in Ireland, our family broken up by sin, for my father was a counterfeiter and left home to escape the law before I knew him. I was placed at a very early age in the family of my grandmother, who was a devout Romanist. My first recollections of her are of her counting her beads and kissing the floor for penance. I would take the opportunity while she was prostrated upon her face to throw things at her head in my mischievous play, and when she rose from her knees it was to curse and swear at me. At such times I can distinctly remember thinking, though I could not have formed the thoughts into words, what sort of religion is this that requires such foolish worship and allows such sinful ways? I can trace my infidelity to Rome to just these incidents. I was never taught or sent to school, but left to have my own way, to roam about in idleness, doing mischievous continually, and suffering from the cruel and harsh treatment of those who had the care of me. At the age of 13 I was sent to this country, to the care of a married sister in New York City. Here I ran errands in the family, and assisted my brother-in-law in his business, and soon, by the practice of little tricks, became well used to dishonesty and was as great a rogue as one of my years could be. After a while I felt I could live by my own wits, and left my sister's home to take care of myself. I took board in a family in Water Street, where were two young men with whom I associated myself in business. I earned what I could and stole the rest, to supply my daily wants. We had a boat, by means of which we boarded vessels in the night, stealing whatever we could lay our hands on. Here I began my career as a river thief. In the daytime we went up into the city and sold our ill-gotten goods, and with the proceeds dressed up, and then spent our time, as long as our money lasted, in the vile dens of Water Street, practicing all sorts of wickedness. Here I learned to be a prize fighter, and by degrees, rapid degrees, rose through all the grades of vice and crime, till I became a terror and nuisance in the Fourth Ward. End of Chapter 1. Chapter 2.